This is a story of boy meets girl. The boy, Tom Hanson of Margate, New Jersey, grew up believing that he'd never truly be happy until the day he met the one. This belief stemmed from early exposure to sad British pop music and a total misreading of the movie The Graduate. The girl, Summer Finn of Shinnecock, Michigan, did not share this belief. Since the disintegration of her parents' marriage, she'd only loved two things. The first was her long dark hair. The second was how easily she could cut it off and feel nothing. Tom meets Summer on January 8th. He knows almost immediately she's who he's been searching for. This is a story of boy meets girl. But you should know up front, this is not a love story.
They made a statue of us and put it on a mountain top. Now tourists come and stare at us, blow bubbles with their gum, take photographs of fun, have fun. They'll name a city after us and later say it's all our fault. Then they'll give us a talking to, then they'll give us a talking to, 'cause they've got years of experience living in a den of thieves, rummaging for answers in the pages.
Hello,
Hello.
and welcome to the Pick a Flick podcast, starring me and my two co-hosts.
Oh, Joe, I didn't realise you were just gonna. I thought you were just gonna say our names. You know that.
Oh, no, I was gonna.
That would have made more sense.
Yeah, it probably would have.
Yeah.
With Joe and Peter.
Yeah.
Yay!
This is the new thing we're doing. It's kind of like a movie book club. Like each week or so, we're gonna take turns picking a movie, and then we're gonna watch the movie, and then we're just gonna talk about it for like half an hour or so, maybe 20 minutes. It depends what the movie is, how interesting we find it. So, the film this week was 500 Days of Summer. Peter, you want to talk a bit about it?
I've watched the wrong film.
Well, that's
Oh.
a shame.
No, joking. I have seen it. It's fine. Do you want to talk
Yeah.
about it, Peter?
Yeah, I'll talk about it. So, 500 Days of Summer. Good movie. So the first thing to clarify when talking about it, it's not a love story. It's more of a coming-of-age story that is disguised as a love story. But yeah, so yeah. So it shows different days and stages throughout the relationship of the two main characters, Tom and Summer. And I can't remember who Tom is played by, but I know the Summer is
Joseph
played by
Gordon.
Zoe. That one. But I know the Summer is played by Zoe Deschanel because I totally don't have a crush on her or anything.
You love New Girl. You love New Girl. Just watching New Girl, like.
So yeah, so we see all these different days throughout their relationship and what they do, and so you start off with the title sequence, which is quite cool, and then, well, of course, you start off with the title sequence. It's a movie. Yeah, so after the title sequence, you start actually in the middle at day 290. So that is after the first breakup, and our main character Tom, there we learn he is a bit of an arse. And then we wind the clock all the way back to day one. And he's depressed, and he's working in a card factory. So, that's quite enough fun.
A lot of fun.
Yes, and then he sees Summer. He kind of thinks that Summer's kind of perfect. And then in good movie fashion, on day 8 we get an awkward elevator scene followed by an awkward party. Gotta love awkward stuff. Then do a quick jump into day 154 where Tom is fully in love at this point. And then we jump back. So what you can see from this is that it's not really a linear story.
It's kind of non-linear, I guess you call it.
I mean, you could say that.
If it's not linear, I guess you call it non-linear. Some people would say.
It would make sense.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But you say it's a coming-of-age story, but Tom was 27 when the character, so it's not really coming of age. It's more like it's more of a drama.
Well, coming of age, I mean more becoming mature and learning something about himself and stuff, because by the end of the movie he learns that fate and true love and stuff is not real.
Well, the definition of coming age is a young person's transition from being a child to an adult. So if you consider the age of... Sorry, I've got Google in front of me, so I'm a bit bored.
You and Google.
Yeah. I mean, Google... Hang on 2 seconds. Google classifies 500 Days of Summer as a romance/indie film.
Okay.
So it is a love story.
Yes, but the if you will remember the narrator right at the beginning, because the narrator is obviously one of the best characters. He says this is a story of boy meets girl. Yeah. This is a story.
No.
What?
You carry on. Just carry on.
He says this is a story of boy meets girl, but it's not that story.
Yeah.
Therefore, it's not quite a love story. Not quite.
I felt like they were trying to do something and they just didn't end up doing it. It was just a bit like the narrator didn't really work. It just kind of made me cringe quite a bit.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
I
was watching it. God. I think it was just, I was like watching it and I was like, it's just unnecessary. Like he just comes in and like the beginning and the end. It's like there isn't really I don't know, I despise narration. There's no point. You can see what's going on. You don't really need someone to tell you. It's just lazy. It's just lazy writing. It's like a musical. Like they'll just put a song in because they can't be asked to write a scene. So the song tells 1,000 words, you know.
Well, I mean, I could go on and on about musicals, but this is not the musical podcast, it's the movie podcast, so...
True.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think narration's a bit lazy, if I'm honest. It's like a lazy trope.
Well, they only use it like twice, so I don't think it really, like...
Exactly. It's not really a prominent feature. Like, if you're gonna have narration, but have it. Don't have it, like, and then not have it, and then everyone forget the narration's there, and then get to the end of the film, they're like, what the hell is this narrator doing? You know? Have some consistency at least.
I didn't know you were going to be so angry at the narration, Joe.
Oh, I'm angry at most things when it comes to this film, to be fair.
Really? I thought it was a pretty decent film.
I'm not a fan. No, I don't like it.
Really watch rom-coms.
There's like there's like one scene that I like, and then that's about it.
I really like the use of like the small. They use like small screens, like, and they use like
35mm. Yeah, that was alright. I
really like those scenes. I thought they worked really well. Same with the cinema scenes.
Yeah, the scene that I liked was the expectation versus reality. That
was good.
That was good. Class, you know. It kind of relatable as well, you know. I've had that quite a bit, where I've been like, a girl's coming over, so you kind of like imagine what's going to happen, and then it's like not what happens. But I just kind of, I didn't like it very much, the film. I didn't like either of the characters either. Like I know they're supposed to be like relatable and everything, but like Tom was a bit of an ass and she was a bit of a player. So I'm not really like a fan of people who are like, oh, I don't really want a relationship right now. That's basically like code for I want to be able to date other people, which is kind of just, I'm never really a fan of people dating other people at the same time as dating you. You know, polyamorous relationships and stuff. And it works for other people, but it doesn't really suit my style of taste, I guess.
One thing, she gets, like, they break up on, I think it's day 100, 300, like day 300.
Oh my god, it's so hard to track when things are happening.
Hang
Jesus,
on.
yeah.
I've got it all
No, it's
down
around-
here.
It's around 300, right? And then she gets married 150 days later. So she breaks up with him, and then 150
Yeah.
days later she gets married.
And also, the last time they speak, I'm pretty sure is like day 480 something, which means there's 20 days.
488.
Yeah, which means it's
Yeah.
actually 488 days of summer, not 500 days of summer.
Well, no, but he probably still thinks about her. Like,
Yeah.
so I think
He
it
probably
works.
still thinks about her when he's dating Autumn.
Yeah, but he doesn't date her until like the 500th day.
Yeah. But, I don't know, I don't think you could class it as 500 days of summer, I don't think. In fact, he probably, like, when he was, like, actually solidly dating her and stuff, and, like, properly thinking about her, there was, like, a few days that, like, nothing would happen, so it would skip through, and it would skip through quite a few days as well. And if you think
Yeah.
that's, like, several months, like, so in actual fact, it's more like 350 days of summer at best.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway, did anyone else like? I know obviously this is Peter's suggestion, so he's seen
Yeah.
it before. But like, did anyone else like Dan? Did you get like a message? Oh, sorry. I got a message. That's why I said get a message. Give me a second.
Oh.
So, PT.
Professionalism.
I dyslexia. I can't like do words and stuff at the same time. Right.
That's so
Anyway.
good.
Peter, you've seen the
Yes.
film before, obviously.
Yes.
But like, Dan, you
Mm.
like, did you think that it was about the season? Because I did. I was like,
Well,
I
I
thought it was
did
just
until
about like an extra long summer, like a
They
Phineas and
mentioned-
Ferb type thing.
Yeah, I was thinking it was gonna be something like that, or
Yeah.
like multiple years. But I think it's a really smart name. I really like the name. Where as soon as you meet the character, you're like, oh, it's like that.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. I get it. I'll give it that. I'll give it that. I mean, it's got 7.7 on IMDb, 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 76% on Metacritic. And 91% of Google users like this film, but I'm going to dislike it.
Oh.
I thought the actors were really good. They had good chemistry. I thought.
Yeah.
I think the not post office, the like cards worked quite well. Like seeing them through the film. Like at the beginning, it's all like happy, and then like as soon as he breaks up, it's like he starts breaking down. I thought that worked quite well.
I don't know. I just never like. I don't see how someone could have a career in greeting cards. So that's probably what also annoyed me. I was like, how are
It's not
How
like he
can he-
wanted to. He wanted to be an archaeologist.
no
Or not
archaeologist?
The other one.
You wanted
The architect.
to see.
Architect, that's it.
Story of Jurassic Park. He dresses like he wants to be an archaeologist. Let's be honest. He's got several vests. See, I've watched the Honest trailer for this. It's quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta watch it at some point. The Honest trailers for 500 Days of Summer.
Yeah.
So Dan, what was your kind of opinion?
I quite like it. I'm not a rom-com guy. When I watch a film, I usually watch horror or like thriller, or I like comedies. But so I wasn't really sure what to expect with this. I went into it like hate. No offense. I was like, oh, why the fuck do I want to watch this? It's gonna be cringe as fuck. But I actually quite like it. I thought some of the jokes were quite funny. I thought the characters were like interesting to watch. And I thought it all made sense. I could keep up with it. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
Mm.
I couldn't. It's too much for my little brain to handle. All the numbers.
I thought it was quite good. I quite enjoyed it, to be fair.
Yeah.
It did blow. Like my expectations were changed. I thought it was going to be like just generic love story. I do like that it was structured as like you immediately know from the start it's not going to work out.
Yeah, it's like that spoiler effect. Like if you know what's going to happen in a film beforehand, sometimes people enjoy the film more.
It's like a
This is
horror
me.
film.
Yeah.
You're probably wondering how I got myself into this situation.
Hmm.
Well, it all started in the summer of '69.
Most
what
things
year
start
did-
in the summer of '69.
What year did the
What?
film take place? Like what? I know it came out in 2009.
2009.
No, but what
2009.
year did like it take place in?
Where it was like a current film, I guess. Current
Ah,
setting.
Probably mid 2000s, but but Nintendo must have brought out the Wii by the time the movie had started.
Well, yeah, that
Oh,
wasn't so far, was it?
Forgot about
The Wii.
is that your favorite scene, Peter?
Well, it wasn't my favorite. It was up there, you know. Rachel and Tom playing Wii tennis.
Well, that's on Wii Sports, which came out on the 19th of November 2006. So it can't have taken place any further than 2006. But you consider they're like a middle class American, so they're more likely to get it around 2009. So I'd say it probably takes place around 2009.
I think the film is now 11 years old. I didn't think it looked dated at all. The effects were the minimal effects it had were quite good.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah.
probably like why it ages quite well. But things like Matrix and stuff are gonna look dated because they are heavily reliant on special effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even Inception and stuff, that's kind of starting to get a bit dated now.
I don't know if you guys. Well, there's like I don't remember when it is. It might have been after they broke up. But it like he's walking into the road, and it turns to like drawing. I thought that was a really good scene.
Oh yeah.
I really like that scene.
Yeah. After the expectations versus reality up on the rooftop.
Yeah, that was it. I really like that.
Yeah,
scene.
the engagement party.
Yeah, I actually might use that like a scene like that in something I make because I think that's really cool. I like the way it just slowly turns into the drawing.
And then it gets erased.
Yeah.
A lot of like, I don't know, stuff with that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
I think so I think now we're going to talk about our favorite scenes of the movie. We've already briefly discussed this, but Peter wants to talk about his. So here you go, Peter.
Okay, so we get a scene from when they're dating, which is that they go to an art gallery, they don't like it much, and they go to the movies and have a great time. But it's not that scene I'm interested about, it's the next scene where it's in the future, they've broken up, and Tom is watching depressing movies alone. So he's watching these depressing silent movies, and he sees himself as the main character on the screen, and he's there, he's got a little balloon, and there's this clown mime thing that comes up behind him. It looks like they converse for a little bit. Then Tom gives the mime the balloon, and the mime just lets go of the balloon. It floats off. It's all very beautiful, everything. And then the mime just clops him round the head, which is rather funny, I thought.
It was quite funny, yeah.
Should I go next?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, the only scene that I enjoyed in this film was the expectation versus reality. I mentioned it earlier, but it's quite good. I found it quite funny, actually. It was a little confusing at times to like watch, but then I liked how they because they could have done it where there was dialogue going in both, but then it would have kind of just been really hard to track what's going on with both, and so it was good how the expectation one is from a distance and they were talking, but their like body language, it's very clear that they were like getting close and stuff. So and like I said, I think it was done very well, and is very realistic to how men perceive relationships and how they perceive dates and things are going to go. So I rate that pretty good, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would probably say that's my favorite scene, but I'm gonna be different. I actually really enjoy the first karaoke scene where he's singing "Here Comes Your Man" by the Pixies. I thought that was a really good scene.
But you're quite a musical person, so
Yeah, it's a great song. I really like how it juxtaposes with the scene later where he's in the karaoke and he's all depressed. I don't remember the song he's singing, but I thought it was quite. I don't know the
he's got that.
words.
He's got that ginger girl. So.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh,
the
hang on, I got the name here somewhere. Darn it, I don't have the name. All I got is Blind Date.
Yeah, I got it.
I just quite like those scenes. I thought it was quite cute how they juxtapose each other quite well.
Oh, Alison.
Alison, that's the one.
Goes on a blind date with a girl called Alison. You're welcome.
No. Okay.
See,
Cheers.
on my
Yes, it's alright. Anytime.
See, when I was watching the movie earlier and that scene came up, I really thought that was Amy Adams at first, but turns out it wasn't, and I was depressed.
Oh.
So do we like rate it now? Do we?
Yeah, we can give it a score.
I'd give it a. No, I'm gonna get you guys to go first because I kind of.
Okay.
I'd give it a Spider-Man 3 out of 10. They're quite similar, you know.
Yeah.
It's not the best film ever, but it's an enjoyable one to sit through, and I would happily watch it again.
I'd give it a lava lamp out of 10 because you gotta like wait a long time for it to get good. It gets good for a few minutes, and then you start there thinking like, oh wait, is this it? And then you have to turn the lava lamp off and go on with the rest of your day. Kind of keep it in the background, if you know.
I'm gonna give it a funny birthday card out of 10. Like, you can enjoy it while it's there, but once you've finished with it and it's gone away and everything, you don't really remember it that much.
That's relatable.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Good reference back to the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Delightful, right?
Aha.
So you can see some insect necklaces, breast milk lollipops.
Hold on.
You see phone conversation privacy mask, so that you can like have a conversation without anyone hearing or seeing what you're saying.
To be fair, that's pretty genius.
Yeah. Snail secretion facial mask.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Portable sauna. Portable sauna.
Oh,
Oh, that's a human eyeball ring. Catopoly.
That would be good for a prop. That'd be really fucking good for a prop.
Yeah, but uranium core. I love this. Masterpieces, so you can decorate your mouse.
How did you find this
popping
website?
toy.
A golf club urinal.
Weird things to give your girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Golf club urinal, yeah. That's this.
Oh, I've seen this. Oh.
The self-contained hootenanny.
Get your player piano out of here. This amazing device is 7 units joints in one.
That's pretty cool. I actually like that.
Yeah.
Thought-controlled cat ears. Ostrich pillow. I love this.
T-Rex skeleton.
Fish training kit. So
We
you
just
can train your fish to be a dog. It's gonna be the next member of the FIFA team.
Yeah.
Starfield.
Could you...
What? You wanna acknowledge the T-Rex in the room, do you?
Oh, that's huge.
Life size.
No,
Life size.
This woman's just the size of an inch. Like, comes with.
Can we see how much it is? Might want to buy one.
I don't know. Oh, it doesn't. It's like probably got some viruses or something. I love this edible spray paint.
That's kind of cool.
Giant winking eye bag.
How can
That's
it be
kinda
winking?
sick.
Because it's only one eye. You could just be blinking. Wearable sleeping bag. I've seen one of those before. Telephone
That's actually
gloves.
pretty handy.
That is
Telephone
quite cool.
gloves. What the fuck is this guy doing?
It's like a YouTube thumbnail, like a Morgs video.
Sophie, don't do
The phone tweets. I've seen those before.
Budget assassin.
I land on the moon. Oh yeah, I've seen this. The Shiwi. World's largest Kit Kat clock. Why would you want that? Why would you wake up and then that's just at the end of your bed?
Why do you have it at the end of your bed? You put that on like above your fire, or like.
Who has a fire nowadays? Let's be honest.
The big top Calliope.
The big Tocado. Yeah,
That
you see
actually-
them on like Florida and stuff, and Chereddick Day and things, don't you?
Yeah.
The Guess of Scottish Lordship. Yeah, everyone's got one of those nowadays. Aroma
Edible Lego.
Edible
I've had
Lego.
I've had those.
Name
actually.
a star. What?
You can
Name a
stars.
star after them.
What?
That's a pretty popular thing. I think.
Where? What?
On the left. Next
Oh,
to
yeah.
the
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Maddie has a star named after her or something. It's stupid. There's like, like 100 other people probably have that star. Custom face socks. I was gonna get that. The useless
A
box,
Dr.
which like
Wombat.
Oh, I want
the useless
one of
box. What, the useless box?
those. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, because you just like pull the switch and then the box puts the switch back.
It's just a good thing to have.
Gotta
on
go
shelf.
just
Motorized cooler.
dispose of restaurant. It's a bin bag. Why would you wear this around?
Drum pants.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but just imagine you're wearing them out and you get into a bar fight and someone hits you in your nads.
Good protection.
Go on then. Which one out of these would you buy your girlfriend then? I know neither of you have a girlfriend, but
Way
let's
to rub it
imagine
in, Joe. Well,
for a second that you do. What would you buy her? I'll go through. So my top choices, breast milk lollipops. I'd probably get a phone conversation privacy mask.
it's not on here, but I think it's a pretty weird item. You know the Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle? That'd be my
Oh
choice.
yeah. I'd probably go the self-contained hootenanny or the big top thingy, big jiggy.
It's just because you'd take it out on like. I get phone gloves.
Oh, you just look like such a fucking nonce.
What even is this?
Club room gloves?
It's just like you just seem to really get a bit.
It's like a spa.
Just
I
you
think.
you get blasted by ridiculously cold air for a short period of time.
It's like
Nah, not doing that, fam.
people going like really cold water and like in pitch darkness, kind of like that. It's like a relaxing thing. Really to relax.
I'd buy Land on the Moon.
Now
No
the
advice.
Shiwi P thing, that'd be pretty helpful.
Oh yeah, for us, yeah.
Not for us.
Oh yeah, for her.
Is that not?
Yeah,
The
what
yeah.
it's
edible
for?
Lego though.
All right, so yeah, that's the end of It's the end of me.
The end of the show.
Very
Joe is
much.
dead.
Thank you.
He had a good run.
I had a terrible run. Simply horrible. All right, so
That's it.
I guess
think.
yeah. Since it's your podcast, do you want to like finish it off, close her off, then shut
Yeah.
her up?
It's my turn to pick next week, so it'll be a horror film. probably.
Oh.
Do you want to announce
Okay.
what it is, or is it like a surprise?